Hey there, this is Bruce, and today I've got a game for you with the US Battleship Iowa, which is at Tier 9. And I think it was one of the most iconic ships, most of the iconic battleships, and one of the reasons why I actually started playing this game. But yeah, to be honest, in this game it's not really the best ship ever. But I think we'll see some advantages and disadvantages and the strengths and weaknesses of this ship during the game. Now, as with a lot of Tier 9 battles, at first there's not much action going on. So right now everybody's a bit cautious, nobody wants to rush in because at Tier 9, especially with the Iowa, it's hard to make a turn. These huge battleships turn very slowly, and when you do turn, you're basically guaranteed to get several citadels. So that's why everybody's forward looking and basically stationary. So we got a first good salvo on the Iowa of the enemy team, who was presenting, as you can see here, he's showing broadside, which you should never do because that's one of the first weaknesses of this ship. The belt armor is just terrible. If you show side, you're almost guaranteed citadels, and bam, there you get one. Actually, he's lucky he got just one. And meanwhile, what I'm doing is just fighting bow on. The Iowa has 2 out of its 3 turrets in the front, so when you go bow on, you're reasonably well protected. So the front armor is pretty good, unlike the side belt armor, and you can use 2/3 of your firepower. The back turret would be dormant in that case. Now, at first there were several ships shooting at me, that's why I didn't move forward, but now the field has a bit cleared. Some of the enemies are now behind this island, that's why I'm moving forward a bit. Now this Izumo battleship here presented a very nice target. Unfortunately, I couldn't shoot at it because it was vanishing behind the island, but now here I'm spotting this nice cruiser who's in the open, and bam, that's one citadel here. He presented broadside and didn't really have any chance to get out of this, and now I'm using the terrain here to my advantage. This island right in front of me is very nice. It shields me from a lot of fire from the front, while I can shoot here to the side at this cruiser and can hopefully finish it. Let's see. Yep, there he's dead. So he only had like 3,000 HP left, so that means basically he just needs one good a normal penetration. Didn't even need a citadel hit to die. That's why I didn't shoot all at once, but made single shots and distributed it a bit over the area so that if one salvo misses, the other one would get him. And I can continue shooting another cruiser, Tier 8, Japanese, and bam, yet another citadel. So that's going pretty well. So that's one of the strengths of the Iowa. The shell dispersion is very, very low. I have for the main guns, the module that reduces the dispersion. And, well, it's very well good on mid-range. 12 kilometers. You see it here, it's very close together. The shells usually go where you want them to go. That's why another few nice hits, normal penetrations in the citadel, but that does a lot of damage as well. Now in front of us here, there's this island protecting us, and there's a destroyer just 4 kilometers away, which would normally be really bad. Fortunately, he's shielded by this island, and now a friendly cruiser actually made smoke behind me. So while going back, I could use that and murder an enemy cruiser here, Tier 9 cruiser. Very nice. So that's 2 kills so far, 110,000 damage. So the ranks are being reduced a bit on the enemy team. The field is clearing, and the enemies keep showing broadside. Now we have a Tier 6 battleship, and with one salvo here, that's 20k damage. No citadels, because that's really hard to get against the German battleships. They have this turtleback armor, which essentially makes it impossible to get citadels from the side, but well, you just aim a bit higher than you usually would, not on the waterline, but a bit higher, and then when you get normal penetrations, it does a lot of damage. Another salvo, something like 12,000 damage. And now I can use all guns, because I'm in the smoke, I'm not spotted. So I can ditch out all the damage without being shot back, so that's what good teamwork brings you. That's really helpful. And now the enemy Iowa that we shot at the beginning is still alive. Actually, he has more HP than when we last saw him, so he repaired a bunch of it. Not too much damage now, because now he's starting to angle his ship, so we couldn't get these nice 90-degree angle shots into him. Okay, now the problem when you're basically stationary is that you're not very mobile. The Iowa doesn't turn very fast. It's a very fast ship, but that doesn't apply to the turning. And so you have to be careful if somebody comes from behind or from the side. You can't reposition fast enough to get a good angle, which would prevent a lot of damage. So this is why we have to be a bit careful here. This battleship here still presents broadside, so that's why I'm shooting at it. Not too much damage, and funny enough, we can actually get some secondary hits on the ships behind us. And I basically want to, well, since I'm angled against some ships, I mean I'm basically surrounded, I can't angle against everyone, so I might as well use that and shoot at the ships where I can use all guns. And that's the Otago cruiser right now. I saw he was slowing down, I factored that in, and indeed 90-degree angle hit exactly into the citadel, and that finished him. So the Otago cruiser is a very nice ship, but it's not well known for its well, it has shitty armor. So we could kill him here, and I think this gave him a citadel before. So now it's 70,000 damage, and I notice in front of me now there is at least one ship which is badly hurt, and now it feels like there's not too many ships left. Now I should move in and finish those. We're actually behind on points, also behind on ships, so it doesn't look too good, so we need to make something happen, and that's why I'm going in. Now there's the Izumo. We wanted to shoot at him before, we couldn't because of the island, but now we should be able to finish him. His guns are not pointing at us, so there's not much risk. And bam, dead he is, and the enemy carrier is also here for some reason. The open doesn't have much HP left either, so let's see whether I can get him. There's one obstacle here, there's a smoke cloud in front of us with a destroyer. Usually you don't want to rush this, but right now I feel somewhat comfortable doing it, because we just evaded 2 of his torpedo salvos, so he's on cooldown, so there shouldn't be much damage coming in, and that's why I'm going in. Always bow on, so that even if he were to be able to launch another torpedo salvo, there wouldn't be much exposure. There are some planes here in the air, but the enemy CV, the enemy carrier, can't control them because he's dead. So now I'm trying to shoot at this turrets here, because this is the biggest danger apart from the destroyer here in the vicinity. And we give him some good damage because he shows broadside. I come out of this smoke cloud and you see my secondaries going off. I can't really shoot directly at the enemy destroyer because he's on the other side and my guns turn very slowly, but my secondaries can shoot at him, and as you can see here I have a load of upgrades for the secondary range, which actually brings the secondary range up to 9 kilometers, and bam, there actually my secondaries finish the destroyer off. So our little rush here basically gave us 3 kills, and this turrets was killed by a friendly of ours. So that really paid off. Now we're actually ahead on ships. Now I'm coming around here on the island, and bam, I'm dead. So I should have slowed down here. I think I had a heal coming up, but in the end my team managed to win this, and if we look at it, in the end it was something like 190,000 damage. So that's a pretty good game, and if you look at the damage from the secondaries, it's not much. It's only like 10% accuracy, as you can see, so only 10% of the secondary shots actually hit, but that was enough to finish off that destroyer. So in the end, that was pretty nice. I hope you enjoyed the game, and see you next time.